are you?
How are you?
Good.
So when I first wrote up these questions just like a couple weeks ago and was looking everything up about you, you were at 7 million subscribers and now you're at 8 million. So congrats on hitting 8 mil.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, it's growing pretty quick.
Is that so? What would you say is the biggest difference now that everyone's at home, like as a creator? Like
Now that everyone's at home, there seems to be a lot more viewers online, which is good. But then I've also kind of realized if I was in school or if I was a parent, I would kind of be like a little bit weary of spending so much time just watching content.
yeah.
So I've kind of been changing what I've been putting out.
How important do you think it is for your channel to have like that content being changed, because it's more appealing then for parents to let their kids watch?
Yeah, so I think especially during this time, it's super important to kind of adapt your content. One, you got to make sure you're staying home. So my content has been filmed just in my house and around my yard. So that's kind of changed a little bit. And then two, I wanted to make it, me personally, I wanted to make my content a little more educational for viewers so they have something to not only watch, but something to participate in as well.
How do you plan out your day so you have certain hours to brainstorm the ideas you want to do and then you have certain hours you film, or is it kind of just free for all and you do it on whatever schedule you make that day?
So it's kind of both. It's hard to put a time on creativity.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, there might be some days that I come up with an idea super fast, super easy and right away. And other days it may take a little bit longer.
What do you think when you hit publish now, and what did you think then?
So when I first started, I remember because I've only been doing this for 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
When I first started, my whole idea was, hey, I think me and my brother Carter, I started YouTube with him. I said, Carter, I think we do really cool things. Why don't we just film it and post it on YouTube? Like, I think we would do really epic things. And Carter's like, yeah, I think we do too. Like, they're creative. Like, I've never seen anyone have a backyard 250-foot zip line into their pond that they built in their backyard. I was like, yeah, I don't know anyone who even built a backyard pond. And so when we first did it, we created a video and it was us backflipping into the pond. And I was like, we got to post this. It's going to be so cool. And we posted it and it was like, okay, nothing. But then literally 2 weeks later, all of a sudden I looked at YouTube and it was like 1 million views on that one video. And I was like, what is going on? And people were like, we love this. This is so epic. Like, no one's ever done anything like this. Like, we literally built an 8-foot ramp in our, I don't know, like out of anything. Like, we just built it and it wasn't like to code or anything like that. And so we just made crazy videos back then. And then where we are today, 8 million subscribers and like 3 billion views later, it's kind of that same thing. We're excited to share, but now we know that we have 8 million subscribers ready to watch it. So before we made it for not knowing who would watch it, and now we're making it for our audience that we know, the Share fam. So it's a little different, but it's still the same concept. We just want to share what we're creating with the world.
Yeah. And when you sit down with your brother now and talk about, do you ever just like reminisce together? Like, oh, remember that one time we did that before YouTube?
Oh yeah, all the time. So like Carter has his own channel now and he's completely killing it. I'm so happy for him. And so we'll just go back to like, oh, remember when we did the backflip video? Yeah, it was so cold because it was October when we filmed it. We're like, oh yeah, that was so cold. But remember when we got like 100 views on that? We were so happy. And now we're just like, millions of views on every video, which is incredible. And I'm so thankful for that. Yeah. But it's just so crazy how you just look back and you're able to watch and all the stuff that you've done in between. And it's just so cool to watch that.
Yeah. How often do you go back and watch your own videos?
I would say now I find myself watching them a lot because I kind of I'll go through my analytics and I'll see like old videos that are doing really well. And I'll be like, let me watch that real quick.
Such a young guy, you're killing it. When you hang out with your other friends your age, what did they say about the videos? Like, oh, like I watched it, or like, did they say anything?
Yeah. So at first they were kind of like, wait, so you're getting views for just like hanging out? And I was like, yeah, basically. And they're like, so like, are you doing this as your job? I'm like, yeah, like this is what I do. Like, this is my job. I'm just creating cool content. And they were like, what? How does that make sense? But then they're like, wait a second. You've been doing this your whole life, basically. Like, I've always had a camera. I've always filmed everything I've done. I've just never posted it. And so like, I guess that makes sense. Like you're literally living your dream.
Who's one person that's texted you that you just freaked out about or messaged you?
Like celebrity wise.
Yeah, or just an old friend like that you were like, oh my god, I can't believe like from like fifth grade he texted me or like she texted me.
Oh, okay. So there, there was a girl who I went to kindergarten with who texted me and like out of the blue, like I think she went to kindergarten and then after kindergarten she must have moved away because she was never in any of my other classes
Yeah.
for the next 12 years or whatever. And she texted me and was like, hey, absolutely love your stuff. And I was like, who is this? She's like, it's Chang. I was like, I haven't talked to you since kindergarten. So I was shook with that. But yeah, it's very interesting. And now, like, you know, you'll have like family friends who are now teachers and they're like, oh, my students love your content. I had no idea you were doing it. Actually, funny story with that. My cousin got married, and my cousin's last name is Scherer, and his wife is a teacher, and she had no idea. And so she told the class, "Oh, by the way, I'm getting married." And they're like, "Oh, what's your last name gonna be?" And she's like, "Scherer." And then all the kids apparently in her class were like, "No way, you're gonna be a Scherer?" And she had no idea why they were so excited about it. And then she finally found out.
Either you're
Now
famous.
we like, yeah, when I we supply her class with stickers and T-shirts and
Oh
all
my
that good stuff.
god. Are you gonna visit them one day? Or you have?
I have not visited them yet, but that's definitely a plan to go visit.
That'd be so cool. And who's one person's YouTube that you watch when you're just hanging out?
Oh, I watch a lot of YouTube. I literally don't watch any TV, like hardly any like Netflix or anything like that. But I watch a ton of YouTube content. I watch everything from like FaZe Rug to car channels to like the Ace family. Like I watch a bunch of different content. I love the family vloggers. I love kind of vloggers around my age, my demographic. I just watch basically everything. So much stuff, even like science channels.
And who's one channel that you'd hope to one day collab with?
Ooh, that is a good one. If I had to pick one channel, I would probably say right now I've been watching a lot of Unspeakable. He's really cool. Preston Plays is really cool as well. I like their stuff. I kind of like how they just do crazy stuff. Like Unspeakable basically takes his house and just does whatever he wants inside of it. I really like that. I think that's really cool.
Mm-hmm. That is cool. And how do you interact with your fans the most? Like if they wanted to get a hold of you or hear from you, like TikTok, Instagram, YouTube comments?
So YouTube comments are definitely the number one, just because I'm on it. So when they're commenting, I'm seeing it and I'm trying to reply to as many as I can. And then I would say from there, the second would be Instagram for sure. I'm on Instagram a lot. And I love posting pictures. I love creating stuff for my story. And it's easy for fans to mention you in their story so I can see what everyone's up to. They tag me in the merch that they're wearing, all that cool stuff. And I'm able to just respond to it right away. So in that sense, I'd say Instagram is definitely number two.
Mm-hmm. And what's your absolute favorite thing about your life?
That I'm able to do what I want to do and that I have people supporting it. So many fans supporting it, so many families, just everyone supporting it. And that's probably the best feeling in the world. Doing what you want to do, living out your dream, and having a whole community supporting it.